did you ever say, screw this music thing, I'm going to get into wrestling full time? Was that ever a thought process?
No, I mean, I mean, I was a huge fan, huge student. Read the sheets. Had a lot of people over the years that shared so much knowledge. People like Les Thatcher. Spent learned a lot. Spending time with Les, people like that. But never thought about letting go of music to take on wrestling. But in 1999, when I got the call, that was during a downtime for me. I had just finished a lot of heavy touring throughout most of the 90s, and I was taking some time away from music. So when I got the call, in September of 99 to be part of the creative team, I jumped right on it because I was off the road and between album cycles, I guess, is how I would refer to it. So no, I never thought about bagging music, but music was a little bit on hold when I got the call, so it all worked out. The timing was good. So,
How do you get the call, and who do you get the call from?
well, I got the call from Gary. If my memory serves me right, I think it was right when Eric Bischoff was taking a leave of absence, and I believe that was when Bill Bush, who was more on the financial side, ended up becoming the sort of acting executive vice president of the company. Gary had mentioned me to Bill. He had mentioned me to JJ Dillon. I knew Kevin Sullivan already. And Gary reached out and said, things are in flux. Would you be at all interested in coming in and, trying to help with creative? And I said, "Oh, sure. Let me know where to be and what to bring and what I should do and more importantly, what I shouldn't do."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got brought into whatever the September pay-per-view was in North Carolina. I can't
Fall
remember.
Brawl.
Fall Brawl. Yep. So I think that was my first show in, and I just sat in the truck for most of the show with Bill Bush, and we were watching, and sitting. And I knew Keith Mitchell as but I knew him before the fall of '99. So I just went in and sat, and we watched the show and talked about stuff and ideas. And the next day, I think was TV and at the Dean, the whatever the UNC Chapel Hill building, I think was. And I think that was the Sting turn that never happened, that never
Yeah.
fully happened.
Yes. Yes.
And I just remember that Nitro. Bill was like, Bill Bush was like, "You got all these great ideas, so let's see how they go down with a few of the guys." So he brings in Hogan.
Oh boy.
So yeah, brother. So he wanted me to pitch something to Hogan that day, and I was like, "Well, how about this and this and this? If we do segment one and this, and I'm in over my head, right?" And Hogan's just looking at me like, "Who the hell are you?"
He didn't know you though, like from your musician world. He didn't know you.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
Jimmy Hart did. There were other people that did, but I don't think Hulk did. I think maybe somebody told him after we talked because he was nice to me for the duration after that. But I think that first sort of here's a cold pitch. Here's what I'd like you to do today. That
Yeah.
did not. Yeah, that
To
that
the
that's
biggest
what.
star of all time. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was what you don't do.
That's great though. Like, would you remember what you pitched him or what you said to him, or no?
Well, it was ostensibly that the Sting turn. So to me, it would be Sting and Luger come down. Sting goes for the cheap heat with the Dean Dome, the Dean Dump, blah blah blah. That stuff.
Hmm.
Hogan comes down, tries to issue a challenge. Brett would have his back. And right there was the moment when I was like, I'm in over my head. I shouldn't have said that. Uh,
Yep.
yeah. So but you live and learn. But things got better after that. But yeah, what a way to get tossed into it.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.